you could maybe choose, I don't know, 2 or 3 things that you would maybe tell your younger self or advise women who are actively embracing feminism as the gospel truth, what would that be? What would you advise the women who are looking to go down the same road that you did?
Well, I would say you can still have a career. You don't need to put that first. Find a good man. Don't think of it as settling, because the man who wants you is probably going to be a good man. That's also it. He's going to pick you probably, and you're going to be okay with it or not. So basically, it was always the women who said, yeah, he's coming after her. And she's like, nah, nah, nah. She still has the ultimate control.
Mm-hmm.
So if he is chasing after you, he's probably going to love you for the rest of your life.
If he's putting in that pursuit.
Yes. And, don't think of it as settling, because this is somebody who's going to cherish you and protect you and, give you the opportunity to have children, and do it as soon as possible. There's plenty of time to have a career. You can go to college when the kids are in school, and you can have it all. I don't really see it as an either or thing, which is the big mistake that I made.
The either or.
And also the other thing is that I think we jumped onto the divorce train far too easy.
Okay, this lady right here speaking straight facts. But the thing is like modern day dating nowadays is just not that simple anymore. And women kind of have been pre-programmed to follow this feminism like mindset and movement and this, that, and the other. And that's okay, to each his own. Everyone has their own right to make their own decisions and do whatever they want to do, blase, blase. But at the end of the day, no one wants to get middle age or older and is ultimately end up single with no offspring, no kids, nothing that you've built on your own. Like, you can have all the money in the world sitting over here in a bank account, but if you don't have a family or spouse or close friends or something in your circle to make that more conducive to the life you worked so hard to build, it just isn't worth it. And now most women, or a lot of women nowadays, just don't want kids, and that's okay. That's okay too. But at the same time, a man and a woman were built to commingle and coincide together, and if they both can come together under the right circumstances, overall they will have a much happier, better life. Just everything is more conducive. The man works harder, he's more productive. The woman basks in what she is meant to do and be put here on this earth to be, and that's a feminine goddess. Her job is to love, care, and show compassion to the people around her, and harness and hone a family dynamic. And to piggyback on what she was mentioning about the divorce, like, nowadays it's just like a divorce. People are treating divorces as if they making a decision on what they gonna eat today. And that's where the breakdown of the family dynamic, dating, marriage is just breaking down, and it's just crumbling in a horrible, horrible way. But women sought after competing with men. And I think, just based up on me and my research and what I'm seeing on social media and online, it's starting to tamper down. It's starting to slow down a little bit, because a lot of women are realizing, like, you know what? I wasn't built to go out here and conquer the world and make all this money and do this, that, and the other. A woman wants to be taken care of and wants to be nurtured and wants to be protected. That's what men should do. A woman shouldn't have to go out here and work 12 hours a day. She should be able to find the right man that's going to help provide for her, or if they want to have kids together. And what happened is modern day dating and the society tried to take men and women away from the natural dynamic that was built on a man and a woman existing on earth.
I really don't know how I got here. I am literally sitting in my car just finished a business meeting about acquiring a pretty good, we'll just say a existing business, okay? And I'm just sitting here looking back at everything that has happened in my life, like, what the like, all I ever wanted in life was to be a wife and a mom and have a family. I like the simple life. I want to live a little bit out in the country on some land. And
If that's all you ever wanted, then why did you start out at such a young age chasing something that you didn't want? But I think you were just chasing the idea because that's what the social norms and social media and modern day dating and feminism had taught you. So you were taken off of a path that your heart naturally had put you on and went towards something that wasn't even there for you or meant for you.
have 2 cows, because if you have one, it's going to be lonely. With my family, and I wanted a big family, and the kids come over when they grow up, and then the grandkids come over, and like we all ride 4-wheelers together and just all that kind of stuff. And I was married for 10 years, and I thought like my life was great and perfect. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but you know what I mean. And I just don't know how I got to a place where now I have to be the sole breadwinner. And like, I'm not passionate about being a business mogul. Like, I'm actually passionate about being a traditional woman. I enjoy being a wife. I enjoy taking care of a husband. I enjoy taking care of the home, packing lunches, making dinner, making sure he's taken.
Okay, this sounds like a dual threat regret situation. She ran after the money, got the money, and the money didn't fulfill the needs that she was really harnessing and honing that was in her heart. And it also, just me speculating, sounds like she misses her husband. And oftentimes this happens a lot where these women just up jump and get divorced spur of the moment, and then years later down the line they realize like, damn, that situation was actually the best situation and I should have stayed in that situation and just figured it out and made it work. But no, I want to go to the streets and see what the streets had to offer, and then it ultimately has been backfiring on a lot of women. But the thing is that boss bay and that oh, I'm gonna chase my money first and this, that, and the other, that's good, but you need to be ready and be prepared for when you get in your late 30s, 40s, and 50s and have the possibility of being single. Is it all worth it? Is having a 6-figure bank account and a nice retirement account and a little Mercedes Benz sitting out in the driveway, is that worth being alone and not having a emotional fulfillment from a loving and caring spouse? And I think that that's something that women really need to sit down, contemplate, think about, and consider before they embark down these journeys, because the term man was invented and built for a reason. Men have a hard strategic job. And so when you want to jump in here and try to replace and do what men do, you need to be ready. But nonetheless, like, subscribe. Let me know what you all think below. Have a blessed day.